So welcome back to the channel, and for the first time in months it looks kind of promising here in the Netherlands. No, my first real trip in the Netherlands for landscape photography since I'm back from Sweden. I did a couple of workshops this week and I did the bird photography thing with the new camera. But yeah, yesterday I was looking at the weather channel, fog predicted, and then I thought, I'm off. Yes, that's what I call some proper foggy conditions here. Oh, I was hoping for this for months. Oh, so happy with this. So quickly gonna continue, get some shots. And hopefully this fog will stay around for a while. Oh, amazing. Absolutely great. So we all make mistakes, I guess, but I actually made quite a stupid one. This is the first time that I'm out with the OM System OM-1 Mark II camera, and last week I was doing some bird photography that you've seen in a video a couple of weeks ago, but I had the grip underneath this camera, and to mount the grip I had to detach my tripod connector here. So I just totally forgot to put it back on the camera, so now I'm out here with no tripod plate for the camera. So that's pretty shitty. I know I can take up to 2 seconds handheld shots, but I actually have a spare tripod in the car that might have a tripod plate on top of it. So I'm not that far away from the car. So I think I'm gonna run back to the car, get the tripod plate if it's on, and then hopefully we can continue. But what a stupid mistake. What a stupid mistake. Unbelievable. So I'm back, and I did have a spare plate on the tripod in the car, so lucky me. Oh my god, that was stupid. And I also discovered I forgot my beanie. It's 0 degrees out here today. You can see it, there's all this frost on this header in the foreground, which actually makes this shot look pretty cool. But yeah, absolutely amazing. And I actually discovered something quite nice about these Fl36 photography gloves here, which I did bring. And let's have a look where it is. There's actually a coin in here that you can use to screw on some screws on your tripod or put on your tripod plate. So they attach it to a cable so you can't lose it. So very handy thing. So once again, I said it before, if you're looking for photography gloves, have a look at Fl36. Absolutely amazing stuff. So I framed up the composition here. Let me try to show you on the back of the camera what I'm looking at the moment. It's all very moody and atmospheric, so I really like that. And if you watch this channel regular, you know that I do. But this is the composition. So I'm trying to show you here, but somehow the screen is way too bright to show. But there's this large tree here in my foreground, this one. And I'm using this header here as a sort of a leading line into the tree that's on top. So it looks a bit like this. So I'm just trying to use that header as a leading line towards the tree. It looks pretty cool, and to be sure, I'm making a focus tag, so one on the tree mid-ground and on the header in the front. I don't know, maybe it looks better if the header is out of focus, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm quickly gonna take this shot and then continue on, because there's much more to shoot here on a day like this. Oh, it's been so long since I had a day like this. It's probably been September, October maybe, that I had a little bit of fog. So yeah, really excited today. So there's a pretty nice shot over here in this little lake that you see. There are a couple of nice layers here, and you can see you have these reeds here in the foreground, a nice eye-catcher tree on the left, little island, and some fake trees in the background there. And the nice thing is there are a couple of ducks swimming in this tranquil lake here. So I'm just waiting until they're in the right spot, and I'm taking the image of these ducks in this really silent scene of no wind at all, no ripple in the water, and then those two ducks in it. So very nice. So I'm taking this shot handheld. It's easily done, and I can really perfect the scene and just wait for the ducks. But I can already feel that this is the OM-1 Mark II, that those dials here changed from plastic into rubber, and it's much easier to feel them with your gloves on when you're holding the camera. In Sweden I just couldn't do that, and right now I see a duck in the right position, so quickly taking this shot. So I don't know what it is, but when I was in Sweden it was -15, -16 at some point. But I wasn't as cold as I am right here at 0 degrees in the Netherlands. Man, I'm dying here at the moment. Unbelievable. But I did find a really awesome shot that I'm after for a long time actually. So let me try to show you here on the other side. You can see I'm photographing the island back here with this tree in the back. So only the island with this tranquil water, and it just looks like this as a composition. There's absolutely nothing going on, and that's actually what I've been looking for a long time. When I photographed this island many times, but I never managed to take a shot where I could get the island to be the star of the image, you know, that the whole image was about this island. And right now it just fits this scene perfectly. So I'm finalizing the composition a little bit. I think I have to put the tripod up a little bit higher to avoid these grasses here in the foreground to get in the bottom of the frame. And if they do, there's someone else walking here. So I just it scared me a little bit. I was like, what's that? But there's another photographer that I didn't notice before. So but I'm taking this shot. Absolutely great. And there are two ducks actually on the left side of the island, and hopefully they will swim into the frame. That would be nice. That would be absolutely a bonus, but they are now on the left side, so maybe I can include them. But really happy with this shot. So this is the shot of the island in the fog. So I actually ran into a little bit of a problem. You know, the path here is completely flooded due to all the rainfall in the past month. And I know there's a really nice shot here of this tree, which I always wanted to take with a lot of fog around it, but I have to get underneath that tree to catch it. But I have to get some wet shoes for it, but probably not gonna do it. I know I can walk around the whole area, but that will take me 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm trying to search for a spot where I can step over this water here and get to the other side. So not sure if it's here, so let's have a look. So I found a way around that piece of water there, and right now I'm underneath this tree that I mentioned, so you can have a look here. So you can see it's a very gnarly pine tree, you know, but yeah, it's different than I remember it, you know. It's been years since the last time that I was here, so or at least a year since the last time that I photographed this tree. But somehow it looks different, and I can't say what it is exactly, but I always have this thing in my mind that there was a really nice wide angle shot here with the 7mm, but I walked around it, and you know, if you look at it, there's one branch here in the water, and there's another branch over here, but somehow I just can't see the image that I thought was here at the moment, so it's quite difficult. So I'm gonna try to walk around it just a little bit longer, let the scene work to me, and who knows, I can still find it, but yeah, not quite sure if this is gonna be a shot. So after moving around for over maybe 15 minutes underneath this tree, trying to find a shot, I finally managed to find something. It's totally not what I had in my mind, and I don't know if this shot is gonna work, but I'm at least gonna show you. So what I noticed, if you look over here, there was a hole in this tree, and if you look through it, you can see a different tree over there. So that was intentionally what I had in my mind as a thing to work to get that tree in that area, but it's so difficult to nail a nice composition here. So in the end I came up with a portrait shot. You can see I've used the trunk, and I used this branch here as some sort of a leading line. I tried to separate that left one just a little bit, and then seeing the tree through that hole there. But I'm definitely not sure about this image. You know, I have no idea, and the main reason for this, that you can see a little bit of this water here in the bottom with some grasses in it, and it actually looks pretty messy. So I'm not sure. Maybe I can clean it up a little bit in post-processing, or maybe it's just nothing. I can just throw this image away, but at least I tried to take this shot. So I made a focus tag, so I focused on the tree, on the midground, and on the tree that you saw through the frame in the back. Hopefully it works. So at least I tried. So if it worked out, then this is the shot. I think I preferred this last square crop image the best of these three. But let me know in the comments which one you prefer of this last set of 3 images. So I'm walking down this path here and looking to my right, and I've walked here a dozen of times, maybe 30, 40 times, maybe, don't know. But look to the right and I noticed a scene that normally is very busy, with a very busy background. But if you look now, right here, there are 2 trees, 1 bush and 1 small bush in the foreground, spread evenly across a scene. And the further I walked over here, the more layers in those very small hills appeared, you know, so you got these lines going all over the place, which really looks kind of cool. So let me try to show you on the back of the camera. So this is that scene, and you can see there are small hills in the foreground creating a little bit of contrast here, a little bit of layering and depth in this scene. And I just really like that moody, tranquil, white image. So yeah, I'm taking this shot, and it will probably end up a little bit more like this. So I think this is going to be a bit of the frame, but you will see the result after this clip. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy I found this shot, never noticed it before, and it's all due to this mist and fog. And that's what I always like when I go to a place that I come pretty often. Just look for things that are different than on other times that you came here. You can shoot the same scene multiple times, but I always try to see what is here today that is not here when there's no fog, or when the fog is looking different. So that's what I try to do, and that's how I try to make the most compositions. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's the way I work. So this is the shot that I just took right over here. So I looked at this same scene again, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I can do a little bit better or a little bit different. And I did something that I never do normally. I switched to a 1:1 crop on the camera, and normally I just see it in my mind, but just to confirm what I was seeing in my brain, I just put it like this, and I have this really nice minimalistic square image right now, totally no colors in it. It's all gray and moody, but I just really like it. And what I really like, and I hope you can see it, I don't know if I can film in a 1:1. Let's have a look. Can I film in a 1:1 ratio? No, I can't, but I'll crop it back so you can see it right here. I'll put it on screen here, and let me zoom out a little bit so I can tell you what my thought process here was. So this is the scene that you're about to see. I'm going to do it like this so I can point a little bit with my finger. What I like is that this part of the right tree just fits into that spot on the left tree. I don't know if you see it, but it's the same shape, and I just really like that, and it really makes the scene. And then you have this bush, this odd bush in the bottom right here, which is pretty nice with those layers. So real absolute minimalistic image, but I do like it. So this is the shot that I just took here of this square minimalistic scene. So I walked around here for 15-20 minutes without seeing any shots. Even with this fog, it's actually quite difficult to see something that I didn't shoot before, or something different, or yeah, something minimalistic. And then I noticed this shot over here, and I hope you can see it. Let's have a look here. Somewhere there is a grouping of trees. I think it's right over here, and it just looks really nice. And on the left side of it, on this side here, there is another single bush. And what I'm trying to do is frame up a shot with this group of trees on the right and this other bush on the left side. So real minimalistic shot in the fog. So I'm gonna end today's video right here. Yeah, some great conditions. Unfortunately, the sun never got through the fog, but there were an overcast cloud above it, so I never saw any sunlight, which is a shame, but still I managed to get a couple of shots that I'm pretty excited about. Real minimalistic, yeah, moody, something that I haven't shot for months, so I'm very happy that we're running to the end of winter here, and finally a day without rain or anything. So yeah, really happy with that. It's been quite a struggle this winter, so I was very happy that I went to Sweden to make enough content to fill that giant gap of period in the Netherlands where there was only rain and even more rain. So yeah, quite happy with that. So I hope you liked today's video. If you did and you would like to see more landscape photography videos, then don't forget, please push that subscribe button underneath this video. You will massively help this channel to grow, and don't forget to push the thumbs up button if you like the video. Yeah, leave a comment and I hope to see you on the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.